part of our focus in terms of SEL is to become more aware of our emotions and reactions. So Rashad is the character who gets
abused by the police officer.
Do you see these things happening?
I've seen it happen to others.
Because our kids participate in daily advisory, they feel more connected to our school community. They feel like they know themselves and others around them better. And we have huge accomplishments in our kids' learning outcomes.
We're going to begin just with 2 minutes of mindfulness.
The Nest is our daily advisory.
Think about inhaling and exhaling.
We're really reflecting on what we are proud of about ourselves.
We're really focused on 2 things. One is literacy.
Right after this part right here.
And the other one is social emotional learning.
I really want you to think on who you are, what you represent, things that you're going through. At Pearl-Cohn, we want to increase discussion-based classrooms. A class is never going to look discussion-based if the kids aren't comfortable talking in front of each other because they're worried they'll be made fun of or they're worried that they'll have the wrong answer. So we build a family mindset, getting to know each other, talking through goals, talking through setbacks, the good things of life, the hardships of life. Y'all just put in your own words. That's like the best part. Like, I'm supposed to explain something I don't know how to do. I don't know.
We can talk about anything we want, tell our teacher just everything. You get to know other students better and create a bond with each other.
I'm proud to be a strong woman. I'm proud of being a volleyball player. And I am proud of Miss Tilly and her hard work.
And then the second part of the Nest is spent reading a novel together.
We are going to dig back into this book.
Really great novels lead to great conversations, and they're perfectly aligned with social emotional learning. I believe literacy is a civil rights issue in this country. We consider our citizens literate at 9th grade or higher, and the vast majority of my kids are below that. And that means they're not engaging our society, our democracy, in a way that is empowering and participatory. So if there is one thing we put a lot of energy around, it is trying to help our kids become readers.
We are reading a book called All American Boys.
I didn't want to hear my father preach about how young black people lack pride and integrity, making us easy targets.
We want to broaden kids' capacity to enjoy reading by having deep conversations about the subjects and themes that kids live out.
Her story was about a kid accused of stealing from a store on his side.
So in the middle of page 100, you've got this cop who represents this abuse of authority, and you had a reaction to that.
People abuse their authority when they get it.
Conversation today was about mistrust between authority and community. When our kids read that, there's a guttural reaction that takes place.
Like, it just make us so mad. This boy, he got beat up by a police officer. When I heard that, like, I instantly, it just draw me into it because, like, that's something like I see, I go through every day.
Like a lot of this stuff is actually happening.
Right, like there's a lot of police brutality going on. Sometimes it kind of releases some rage.
That still goes on to me.
So it's access to text and giving them the ability to face each other, look each other in the eye, and have conversations around significant topics.
I want to say altercation, but then...
The Nest lays the ground for academic learning. It holds kids to higher standards and to higher expectations.
In this book,
It's a time to build community and to make certain every kid has at least one individual in the building that invests personally in his or her best.
Our Nest is a family.
Somos familia.
I feel like I could talk about anything I need to in here.
Looking at the data, they've grown in learning and have become people who are increasingly more aware of who they are and care for others. All of that is directly linked to social emotional learning and the work that happens in the Nest.
You guys have changed and grown up so much this year, and I'm so lucky to know you.